Do what we do best, what we do different over here at Talks with TJ, and that's start talking about some real life money concerns, aka the real forgotten cost of college. The video Talks with TJ, aka TJ Two Swoosh Chains and Two Swoosh Crew. Thank you guys for tuning in to another video. If you're subscribed, you know that I appreciate you, so please make sure that you stay up in the comment section and I will engage back. If you are not subscribed, which I started saying that 65% of y'all that's watching the vids are not subscribed, but I get it. You may just run across a sneaker video and think, oh, she knows a little bit about what she's talking about. I'll go ahead and watch this, but you don't subscribe. I would appreciate the subscription, and I say that because guess what? The more you see my videos, the more that you are made aware of the fact that I have a free budgeting ebook, and no matter what, we can all manage our money a little bit better, including me, okay? Including me as well. There's always room for improvement, all right? But remember, I teased in July, I really wanted to do a college series. Now, a lot of you don't know, my channel did not start out as Talks with TJ. I just simply came back onto YouTube. I think maybe 2018 is when I really came back. But I was already on it in 2016, and it was actually called Fat to Fit Finance, and it was just really all about finance itself. But, you know, the fact that now I incorporate sneakers and shopping and everything else, I think just flows a little bit better. And I focused on a lot of college talks back then. I was an admission counselor at the private university I graduated from, which is Trine University. It is located in Indiana. That's actually how I ended up in Indiana, and I was on an academic scholarship at a private institution, so trust me, good grades in high school can take you far, okay? It can take you extremely far. Now, I know the debate in current day is that the undergraduate degree, your bachelor's of science or arts, because that's literally what you're gonna get, has replaced the high school diploma. I understand that that is the narrative, and I feel a few ways about that. I'm not gonna ever say that college is absolutely mandatory, because I know people that are very successful and they don't hold a college degree. It just really depends on what field you choose to go into. I've always said this, there are certain fields, no matter what, you're gonna have to go to college, such as engineering, accounting, law, medicine. You're gonna have to go, and once you have to go on to those very, very high advanced degrees in medicine and law, that's when usually loans are taken out. But you know what the thing about it, they actually have the income usually to pay off their debt in a very reasonable amount of time, outside of people that just may have a standard degree in arts or sciences and it takes you forever to pay off your degree, okay? I'm still paying on mine. I'm no different than y'all, but I'm working, all right? But I just wanted to go over this series, so more specifically for my young adults that are watching me, if you are in high school aspiring to go to college, or if you are already in college, you know, or you're getting ready to enter your freshman year, or parents, a lot of you may be watching me and you may have kids that are preparing to take that next step, or maybe you're just very proactive and you want to look ahead to different things that can really help you along that college journey. That's what I'm here for, and I would love to know, are there any videos related to college that you may want to see? I mean, just let me know. You gotta drop those suggestions in the box. I am happy to touch on those. I can push content back. It's fine, trust me. I got plenty of content planned out through December. I can push it back. But there are some forgotten costs of college, because if it was just tuition, it might be okay. Especially if you are at a public university. If it was only tuition, you might be good, especially if you're an in-state student. It might be that it might not be that crazy. It's still gonna be a lot of money. Might not be that crazy, but when it comes to out of state, trust me, costs go up. But there are a lot of hidden costs that people don't take into account, so I'm gonna go over some of those. I'm gonna try to put as many as I can up here, but this is a long list. I had to write it down. I had to write it down. Number one, okay, room and board, and that will vary based on where you stay. In my time in undergrad, I stayed in a dorm my freshman and junior year. Freshman, junior, and senior year, I actually stayed in the dorms. My sophomore year, I stayed in an apartment setting on campus. It was myself and 5 other females, and I gained a best friend out of that. You know, I was already real cool with her, but never, ever, ever in my life would I room with that many females again. Wanted to strangle somebody, okay? But room and board can vary. Gas for commuter students. Okay, you need to have, I think people forget about this. Like, they think once they drop, you know, their kid off at college, or once I've enrolled in college, I'm good, I'm Gucci, I'm golden. No, you're not. There are so many other expenses, okay? Gas being one of them. You do have to make your way back and forth to campus, which means you do need to have a job or some means of paying for that. Number 3, lab fees for science students, okay? Most of you don't know, I started out as a computer engineering student and I realized I had no interest, it didn't click, okay? The numbers, the math I loved, the rest of it, no. That's why I went with finance, okay? The business aspect that goes along with finance was extremely interesting, but I still had lab fees to pay for as engineering major, so just understand if you are going into any of the sciences, or science or engineering, you're probably gonna have some lab fees. 4, books. Listen, children, cover your ears, okay? I understand why someone may hit the pole to be able to pay for college. Books are no joke. Books can range you, if you're blessed, like $300 to $400, okay? But unfortunately, it gets up there anywhere from $600 to $800 to almost $1,000 per semester for books, okay? And professors got the nerve to not use the books sometimes, but books, that's a cost. You gotta take care of that. And the good thing about it is if you have grants or scholarships, those will go towards school expenses so your books can be covered, but just understand, books, terrible. Number 5, everyday toiletries. Now this can be if you live on your own in an apartment off campus, or even if you're on campus. So the way it worked for us, if we were in a dorm, you had the public bathroom, so you didn't have to worry about providing toiletries really in terms of like toilet paper, paper towel, things of that nature. But when I was in an apartment setting, you had your own bathroom. The school wasn't supplying that. You had to supply that stuff, so we had to look around like, it's your turn, it's your turn, it's your turn, okay? So toiletries are something you need to make sure you have. Number 6, parking pass and tickets, and I don't care who you are, you will get a ticket if you live on a college campus. You're gonna get a ticket, just deal with it. It's a rite of passage, okay? Just pay that ticket and be done, otherwise they will not release your grades from the business office until you have paid your ticket. But you have to pay for a parking pass. The really crappy part is the parking pass. There will be certain places you can and can't park on most campuses. Even on the smaller D3 campus that I was on, there were still certain places you could and couldn't park based on your parking pass, okay? I had a couple of tickets, and then I got in real good with campus safety, and sometimes I just had them drive me around places. Number 7, food. Forget looking like a snack. You need some snacks. You need snacks, okay? You are not gonna live by cafeteria bread alone, okay? You need snacks. Now, we were fortunate enough on our ID cards as part of your meal plan, you got $50 or $100. I don't remember. It was either $50 or $100 per semester to use in the caf after hours. Y'all, they had wings. Listen, Linda, listen, okay? Wings, fries, Jones soda. I was in there like that. Take a study break, get you some good food. You don't even want to study for the rest of the night, but get you some good food. So make sure you plan for food, have some snacks, okay? Make sure people don't steal your snacks. That's how I almost had an altercation with somebody stealing my food in college. Number 8, cash for campus events. Events are gonna happen, okay? A lot of people think that just because I'm a student at a school, I don't have to pay to attend sporting events. No, maybe on smaller campuses you don't have to pay. At a bigger campus, like let's take U of M for example, my favorite school, you still pay as a student. You just get a discounted rate, but you still paying for them games, okay? So you need to make sure you have cash. So parents, you don't want your kid to be a hermit. You want them to go out, socialize, learn some emotional intelligence, social interaction. They need money for that. Number 9, club or organization fees. No, this is gonna be pledging, or there are major based organizations. So let's say like I had a lot of friends that were criminal justice majors. They were on the criminal justice handgun team, okay? No one messed with them, not to say they would bust a cap in you, but I'm just saying, okay? No, one went on to be a cop. I think he's in SWAT now. He's a great dude. But you can join different organizations for your major that helps you along the way and can really open some doors for you, but you still got to pay to be a part of those. There are fees, there can be travel, conferences, and we know if you have ever pledged, that costs, okay? Pledging's not cheap. If you pledge any of the bigger traditional organizations, so, you know, Sigma Phi Alpha, Sigma Phi Epsilon, Phi Cap, Kappa Sigma, and then all of, you know, the Qs, the Kappas, the Omegas, you know, all those, okay? Alphas, Deltas, all those, okay? You pledge them, you gotta pay. Let's just be real. Number 10, technology and printing costs at library. I don't know if a ton of colleges charge. I didn't get charged when I was in college for printing, but I do know that's something, so understand you may need to have like 10 cents, 20, 30 cents here. Okay, just be mindful. There's nothing worse than you need to turn a paper in and the professor is old school and they're like, you need to turn a paper copy in and you don't have 10 cents to your name and be able to print a copy off. Laptop and or tablet. Listen, okay, we live in that age. I get you could probably write your papers and stuff on your phone, but you do need to plan to have a laptop, a tablet, a Surface, notebook, something, okay? Plan for that. So you need to start, when you first start getting that graduation party money, you need to plan for that. That's all I'm saying. Laundry. I enjoy doing laundry. I know I'm the weirdo about that, but laundry, okay, you need your quarters to take care of your laundry. Please don't leave it, because trust me, once you've left it for like 2 days, I feel like it's fair game and people can go take whatever they want of your stuff. And people have done that in college. I witnessed it happen. But you do need to make sure that you have money for laundry. Hopefully you can do laundry on campus. You don't have to go to a laundromat, because those are just always creepy to me. I'm just gonna be real. Finally, well, this is just the final one on this list, but travel to and from home for breaks. Okay, usually how the breaks work, okay? You have fall break, which I don't understand because you just got your butt to campus. Why are you going home already, like in September? But you have fall break, you have Thanksgiving, you have Christmas. Sometimes there's another break and darn near, I don't know. Some people have random breaks in the fall. And then you always have spring break. Easter tends to be longer, of course, because you have a Good Friday. You still have to make it home. There was nothing more sad than children. Well, I'm not gonna say, whatever, young adults, okay? I'm gonna say children because I'm 29 years old, but there's nothing worse than having a student that's stuck on campus because they don't have the means or the money to get home and their parents can't, you know, pay for them to come home. So just understand that, parents, also, when you're sending your kid away, you need to be cognizant of the distance from your actual house because they still gotta get home. The only people that are ever really allowed to stay on campus during that time are athletes who have to compete during those weekends because I got forced to stay on the campus sometimes for that. But this is just to give you some insights. It's kind of long, so now you understand there's a long list of things that you need to be mindful of when it comes to college. It's more than just tuition. But thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know if you're rocking with this content. I always try to keep it different, valuable, and instrumental to you, but you always got some kicks, you know, for visuals. So thank you guys. Peace.